What's good, fam? Welcome back to the Russell Muscle YouTube channel. Today we up early trying to beat the sun to put this bull bar from Tyger guard on the Ram 1500. It's basically a bumper guard. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Yeah.
Yeah. They told me I wouldn't be nothing. They told me I wouldn't be nothing. But a statistic, better in prison. Look how I'm living. Never been perfect, but I'm forgiven. Alive in the sun. They got it told me I wouldn't be nothing. But a statistic, better in prison. Look how I'm living. Never been perfect, but I'm forgiven. Alive in the sun. They got it told me I wouldn't be nothing. By Christ beat them odds. But I'm nothing without God. By Christ beat them odds. Yeah.
All right, fam. So this the box that come in. The Tyger logo on the back. That's what it look like once you open the box. So they go to guard. Gets all the hardware inside that box. Then it comes with instructions. All right, fam, so under the bumper, I'm not gonna take the splash guard off, but what I'm gonna do is remove these bolts. Get the camera to clear up. Remove both of these bolts on both sides. It's holding the bumper on. So that's the first step. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you to take the splash guard off, but you don't got to. So let's get it. The next step is to connect both of those brackets. It's gonna be these with these. Then they connect to where we took the bolts off for the bumper. Got both of these put together, about to mount them to the bumper, or the bumper mount. So I got these on the nuts and on the bolts, and basically I'm using my isolator tool, which I use for my flooring business, which is this. And I lined this up to where it's supposed to go, and I just made a cut on each side of it. And I'm gonna just go from the outside or from the front of the truck and just cut it all the way up to there so that it can slide into that hole. I'm gonna do it on the same. I'll do the same thing on the driver's side. I haven't put that one on yet, but I'm gonna line it up, make sure it's on the bolts. And then it's gonna be wherever it's touching the splash guard at, I'm gonna cut the hole all the way up to the top of the splash guard so it can come through. All right, fam, I'm about to use the isolator. Cut the notches out that I made from the inside. So that one just fell through there. Like I said, I don't got them bolted down. You don't have to bolt them all the way, but this one just came all the way through, so I'll do the same thing for that one once I put it on. I got the bracket mounted down. This bolt going to this arm that come out that connect to the truck. I had it loose, and so what worked for me was using the little fork end and then using the part with the hole in it to mount to the truck versus the other way around. I mean, I guess it depends on what truck you got. You read the instructions, you'll see, but depending on how your truck's set up, it depends on how you will mount that bracket. But I left this part loose, and I didn't tighten this end until I had this bolted in. But when I first put it on, I tightened these first. So I mounted it to the bumper mount first. Had this one loose from when I put it together. Mounted this one in, tightened, and then I tightened that one last. So this is the passenger side. We're about to knock the driver's side out. Next step, attach these brackets, leave them loose. All right, fam, so everything mounted back. Turned out dope. Wasn't hard to install at all. I recommend these bolts that's behind here, these two. I recommend tightening them. The instructions gonna tell you to keep them loose, but depending on how you shift the bull bar, they're pretty hard to tighten after you got it on. But like I said, I did it without taking the splash guard off. And of course, y'all already know who I represent. So they left some holes in there for you to put your tag on there. Behind that, it say got 2 other stars, I think, on the inside, and it got like a Tyger guard logo, which I didn't like, so I covered it up with the tag, and it come with the screws to screw the tag in also. But man, I think it turned out dope. Wasn't hard to install, took about an hour and a half. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay locked in for the next one.